USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at usaa.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
New Vitamin Water Zero Sugar Pineapple Passion Fruit is packed with vitamins. Just like the amount of peas we packed in that sentence. It's packed like your tote bag. The one you stole from your ex. Or your overpriced half a studio apartment. Or extra rushed rush hour traffic. Packed like your calendar. Triple booked at 5, of course. Grab a vitamin water. Did we mention it's packed with vitamins?
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on some activities that I'm seeing on Twitter lately because, yeah man, it's one of those things where I don't get why this is like, it's now a new thing. You know, back then, like when when something went viral, it was from people that we knew. I'm starting to see people go viral and I ain't never seen them a day before in my life. Not through content creating, not like people that I know IRL, like no celebrities, nothing. Like these are just random people. And what's crazy is that Personally, I believe that it's people that are buying engagement. It's kind of like how people at one point in time, they were buying views and subscribers on YouTube. Like and that's why, the reason why I believe that is because like that was the era of content creating that I grew into and stuff. Like that's when I very first got into content creating. Yeah, that was a normal thing where you seen people talking about sub for sub or, you know, it's just like random people and stuff. And then you look at their channel, yeah, they got like thousands, if not, it was back then, it was unheard of to see people with like millions of subscribers and stuff. So like the most that people had was like 3 million subscribers. That was Smosh and Ray William Johnson. But yeah, you would see that at times where people would have like thousands of subscribers, but no content, no videos, no nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how are these people famous? But yeah, you'll see at times where it might be like an attractive woman or something in the profile picture, and people thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get with her if I subscribe to her channel and all this stuff. So, but if not that, then yeah, you've seen it where anybody that had thousands of subscribers or a lot of subscribers, it was content creators that were funny. It was content creators that had entertainment in their system. But yeah, it's like you see it now where it's like the funny thing is you look at these people, you look at their tweets, and you see where like all their tweets beforehand, no engagement. Like yeah, it might be like some likes and retweets here and there, but other than that, it was like, yeah, you know, you didn't see these guys tweets beforehand. All of a sudden you see this tweet from them where it's like, okay, why is this getting so many views? Like I seen one tweet, so it was talking on this actress, and I've never heard of this actress before. I think her name is, hold on for a second, let me see. I possibly can't find the original tweet because it was from this morning when I seen it. But yeah, let me go to this morning. But Ivy Wolk, I think that's how, W-O-L-K, that's their last name. Let me see if I can find that tweet, or at least somebody underneath that tweet. But I had never seen that or known of that person and stuff. So yeah, it was oh, did they delete the tweet? I wonder if they deleted the tweet. Oh, they might have deleted the tweet. Hold on for a second. Let me see if this was the account. Yeah, because it was probably, yeah, they deleted that tweet. They deleted that tweet. That's funny. That's funny because it was like they went after this individual. So there's like, so wait a minute, the way you're an old man yelling at the clouds because no one outside your small corner of Twitter knows who Ivy Wolk is or the film she's been. That's what I'm saying. Nobody doesn't know. So it's funny because, all right, so this morning I'm scrolling through Twitter. I see this tweet where the person is like, and what was funny was like they had left out this like vague, like you didn't know who it was unless you clicked on the tweet and actually seen like who they were talking about and stuff. So anyways, they made this vague tweet where they were talking about Ivy Wolk. So anyways, I had to click on the tweet to see who they were talking on because I'm like, oh, maybe it might be somebody that I know. Then eventually when it got to the individual in question, Ivy Wolk, I'm like, I've never seen this person before, so I had to do some research, and I guess, yeah, they did get canceled, I guess, for some tweets that they made back in the day. And then and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, do you know how many people are probably out there that got tweets they'll get them canceled? I'm not saying that the stuff that she tweeted out, because I did see some of the stuff myself, and I was like, yeah, bro, yeah, she got a weird sense of humor. Like, there was one tweet, I ain't going to, because yeah, it's not a tweet that I would I just feel like saying it out loud. It's a very questionable tweet, but it talks on SA, if you know what the initials for that is. But yes, such and such harassment, I guess, like, if I can put it in a way where it's because I don't know how YouTube be like how they react to that type of stuff, so that's why I'm like, I don't mention things like that, but anyways, yeah, but y'all know what I'm talking about and stuff. But yeah, I'm not having it vague where it's all like, oh, she made a tweet that was questionable. What was the tweet? Oh, well, it was a very questionable tweet. Like, bro, just say what you gonna say and just say it. Like, it trips me out when people do stuff like that. I like and that's just something, I guess, like, kind of getting off topic but staying on topic. That's one thing that I don't like, is when people leave me guessing on something. It's like, fam, just say it. Like, and it's funny because somebody that does that a lot, and at times I'm like, look, it is, out of all people, I'm like, Mom, please, just tell me what it is. I'm like, I don't like the guessing game. I never did like the guessing game. I just want to get straight to the point and be like, oh, okay. Because at times, you get your hopes all high for something, and then it's like, oh, good, like, guess was coming, like, it'll be something like that, like, guess what's coming on tonight. I'm like, I don't know, just guess. I don't know what's coming on tonight. I'm like, I know I'm going to be asleep tonight, but like, what's coming on? Like, just tell me. It'll be something like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of a movie where I'm not all that interested. Okay, the one movie that Will Smith did, 7 Pounds. That's a movie I think that it's one of those movies where I don't particularly care for, but it's a Will Smith movie, so it's gonna be good and stuff. But it was just one of those movies where I don't particularly care for. Fun fact about that movie, I remember my mom, she took my, like, all of us as a family to go see that movie because she really wanted to see it. I didn't care for that movie. I was like, there was another movie that was actually playing, and I'm like, can we see that? Because that seems more interesting than this movie. I'm 7 Pounds. That's one of those movies where I'm like, a great emotional story. Like, I feel like me now, I will probably appreciate that movie and sit down and watch it and be interested in it. But as a kid, I'm like, fam, can I just stay home and watch Fresh Prince? Because that's the only Will Smith thing that I care about. I'm like, it's no disrespect to Will Smith in that movie, 7 Pounds, but I'm just saying, that's not a movie that a kid wants to see. A kid wants to see some action-packed movies. They want to see some movies where it's like, okay, like, this is something that I can go to school and talk about. And none of my friends are going to care, I guess, if they like emotional movies, but none of my friends is going to care. Even my female friends, they're not going to care for me watching that movie. I'm like, oh, guess what I seen at the movies, guys? 7 Pounds. That scene in SpongeBob where all the everybody, the characters, they were all standing and looking. I can't remember what that episode was about, but they were just standing and looking, and then they all just kind of slowly started walking away one by one. I feel like that's what my friends would do if I came to school talking about I seen 7 Pounds. Like, yeah, that was a movie nobody didn't know I went to the theaters to go see that movie until my adult years. So it's not a movie that you brag about and stuff. But anyways, but yeah, overall though, it's like, yeah, it's things like that. Getting back to the guessing game, backtracking and stuff, getting out of my inception. And I was about to say interception and stuff, but anyways, this isn't a football episode. I almost misconfused my words and stuff. So, but misconfuse. That's a new word. For the sake of this episode, that's a new word. But anyways, but yeah, I never liked the guessing game. So that's why when I had seen that tweet, I'm like, and then when I had looked in the reply section and seen that they were talking on Ivy Wolk, I'm like, who is that? So I had to look them up. I had to see some of the movies that they were in, and the only movie that I seen that was familiar, and it wasn't for them, it was for another actress, Mikey Madison, I think that's her name. But there was this movie that she won an Oscar for, where I guess, like, I think she was a stripper or something like that. I just remember them talking about that movie because there was all these other movies. No disrespect to that movie, but again, that's one of those movies where it's like, I'm not gonna brag to nobody about me seeing that movie and stuff, so anyways, yeah, it's just, it ain't that type of movie. It's like, it's one of those movies, I like to watch movies where I can watch it with anybody. I'm not watching no movie. That it's like, again, like, you know, talking on families going to the movies and stuff. That would be so weird sitting down and watching that movie, because I read a little bit about that movie, you know, and yeah, it was one of those things where I'm like, nah, bro, can't watch that movie. I'm like, that's one of those movies where I think I don't know. It's one of those movies where I don't think I'll ever watch it. You know, somebody tells me about it, cool. Or let's say if I get into acting and then for some reason I'm doing a movie with Mikey Madison and she's all like, oh yeah, you know, you should check out some of my movies and stuff. Then maybe, I guess, to get like an understanding of her acting abilities. But yeah, on my free time, I'm not gonna do that. You know, it's no disrespect to her, but that was the only movie that I seen that this Ivy Wolk person was a part of. So I'm like, okay, what else is she? And then that's when I had seen like, oh, she made some questionable tweets. So my thing is this though, right? Because Ivy Wolk, I think, is like 20 years old or something like that. The person that made this tweet is 25. So I guess, like, to talk about this person real quick, it's like, at least the girl got her life together. You know, it's like, yeah, the girl's doing movies right now. I guess she's known for her content creating stuff too. Like, I think there was like, she does like TikTok and stuff like that on the side. So it's like, okay, she does that too. You're sitting around talking about them. It's stuff like that. And then the thing is this tweet, it wasn't like the tweet had like a 100 views or 1,000 views or 10,000, 100,000, a million. This tweet had 13 million views. And what's funny is that I don't even think that many people had engaged with the tweet. It was just one of those tweets where, yes, I personally believe that the person, I guess, bought like some sort of kind of like, I guess, like, if I could describe it, like, not ownership, but you know how, like, okay, so like, you know how, like, how it is with like buying property and stuff, and then it's like, if it's, let's say it's like a big giant building or something like that, and you know, like, the whole town is going to see it and stuff, but ain't nobody gonna go inside that building. That's how Twitter kind of does things, where it's like you can quote unquote buy property on Twitter. Like, that's the best possible way I can describe it, and people are going to see it, but they're not going to be invested in it and stuff. Because I'm like, who is Ivy Wolk? Who is this person? I don't even know if I'm even saying her last name right. So that's why I'm like, fam, it's one of those things. It's no disrespect to her, but my thing is this: I should have known about her before I had seen that tweet. I didn't. So, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, fam, she's not an interesting person, I guess, I'd show 13 million people like to and stuff. Like, bro, don't nobody care about no Ivy Wolk tweet. You know, we're trying to, I guess like what Twitter needs to be is what Twitter was like when I got into it, where it's like you seen where it was celebrities, like you seen where it was like Jim Carrey at one point in time, I think, had a Twitter account. I don't think he does anymore, but it's like, that's who I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see some Jim Carrey tweets. I'm trying to see tweets where it's a person that got, like we mentioned in Will Smith. I'm trying to see some Will Smith tweets. I do not care about your ill feelings towards Ivy Wolk. Why am I seeing that? And that's something where it's like, you know, you gotta get on Twitter. It's like, why is this being shown to me? Like, there's at times, fam, I could open up Twitter right now. They're gonna show me some tweets that I did not ask to see. Because I have it open. Let's just put it to the test. So they always be showing. So there's like, okay, Leon, there was like the grandmother from Victorious. Oh wow, okay, I'm gonna save that. Okay, there's a tweet where I'm like, I could be I could get with that, you know, because I watch Victorious and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, Leon Thomas, Victorious, that's stuff that I'm interested in. There's like Deion Sanders sets a dress code policy for his players to follow in class. I guess I could talk about that on my sports channel. That's another thing too. So I like a lot of wrestling content. Like, they'll show old videos, stuff like that. Fam, they will show me they'll show me pictures of wrestlers where I'm like, I know I can't look at, and it's the female wrestlers, and I'm like, I know I can't look at this tweet out in public. They be recommending me that like crazy. But okay, so am I following this person? No, I'm not following this person. Some guy named Chris, he made a tweet saying, probably just a coincidence that the United States is amassing naval craft just off the coast of the country with the largest petroleum, whatever that word is, reserves in the world. Why am I seeing that tweet? Like, that's one of those things. I'm like, I didn't even like anything United States related. I'm like, my thing is this: I probably didn't even like no tweets that took place in the United States. Why am I seeing this tweet right now? Well, there's some other tweets. Okay, some more wrestling. I guess Drake and Bobby Althoff, they gonna be doing a podcast or something, I guess. But anyways, another crazy tweet, from like about some female wrestlers and stuff. And I'm like, okay, like it's some crazy stuff, man. I'm like, yeah, y'all ain't gotta show me that. But anyways, more wrestling tweets. Then there was like this, there was a tweet it was a video I did a voiceover to. They're showing me where it's like this stunt woman and stuff. But what else? More wrestling tweets. Who is this? It's a tweet that got 2 million views of a random woman that looks like she's taking a picture in front of the Eiffel Tower. And there's like, the photographer nailed this so well, because if I didn't know who she was, I would believe that this was taken in the late 80s or early 90s. It does look like it was like a late 80s, early 90s tweet, but I don't know who that is. Is that Doja Cat? No, I don't think that's Doja Cat. I don't know who that is. I'm like, yeah, it's somewhere. I'm like, it looked like Doja Cat. It could be Doja Cat and things, but I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think that's Doja Cat. This is Doja Cat. Oh, okay, so no, it is Doja Cat. Okay, dang, they really do got her looking like she's in the 80s or 90s and stuff. But that's the thing, I haven't liked nothing Doja Cat related. I can't remember the last time I had liked something that was Doja Cat related. So yeah, Twitter's algorithm, bro, it is so weird. You'll see some stuff on there where it's like, bro, why am I seeing this? Like, that's the thing that I wish that, like, it was like that, because algorithm, it just seems like that it's just messed up all over the place, whether it's you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, it don't matter where it is. It's like, bro, the algorithm is all messed up. Can you please start showing me stuff that I engage with, that I am interested in? So that my thing is this, if I like a tweet about wrestling, it's like, don't show me a bunch of tweets where it's just showcasing like the Chelsea Green photo that I done seen for the 75th time, or a Roxanne photo that's been, I guess, taken recently, and they feel like, oh, the whole world got to see it 100 million times. Bro, just show me like Chelsea Green highlights, show me Roxanne Perez highlights, show me stuff that it's like, okay, like this is stuff where I'm like, okay, I can engage with it, I can like it, my thing is this, I see more tweets every day that I don't like versus tweets that I do like. So that's why I'm like, fam, like they gotta chill with that stuff, man. But yeah, I guess to end this podcast episode, I'm like, to whoever that person was that made that Ivy Wolk tweet, nobody knows who Ivy Wolk is. This was probably the first time this girl done had some sort of a viral moment, and maybe I'm misled, because I don't know too much about her, but I'm just saying though, it's one of those things where it's like, I heard something, but anyways, but it's one of those things where it's like, bro, don't nobody know who Ivy Wolk is, so paying for Twitter engagement just, I guess, to get your tweet going viral and stuff, now you unprivate your account and they'll most likely deleted the tweet. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, my thing is this, if you gonna make tweets talking about somebody, talk about somebody that we know. Don't talk about random people that we just now discovered. This girl, she's only been involved in the entertainment industry, I think, when I had looked on not TMZ, but Wikipedia. This girl's only been involved in the entertainment industry since 2019, and she's done 5 movies and 3 TV shows, and she's appeared in 6 episodes in the show where it was that took place in 2020. And then I guess she was in the first episode of some show called Lifted, and then she was in 2 episodes of a TV show called English Teacher. But yeah, other than that, I'm like, this girl probably received the most amount of views in her life when she did this movie with Mikey Madison, because I was like, yeah, it was a movie that won an Oscar or something like that. It won one of those like big time awards and things. But anyways, but yeah, it's like, oh, she's gonna be doing a movie with Jonah Hill. That's pretty. Oh, this is gonna actually be a pretty popular movie, I think, because it got Keanu Reeves, Jonah Hill, Cameron Diaz. Don't know who that guy is. David Spade. I'm like, this might be a pretty popular. I might have to check this movie out. But and it's gonna be on Apple TV. Bet I'm definitely gonna check that out. So. But anyways, yeah, I'm like, man, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, people, if you're going to be out here talking about people, stop being vague about it. Just say, because, the person, they didn't even, so somebody had asked them, like, who are you talking about or something like that. And they was all like, she likes Beetlejuice and she can't be named. What are you talking about? Then it's like, my thing is this, what was the reason of even making the tweet? So yeah, it's crazy when people, and they do stuff like that. But Anyways, yeah, I'm like, people, stop being vague, stop buying engagements for your tweets. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, bro, you gonna get your 15 minutes of fame, then what's gonna happen afterwards? It's like, you need to have that long lasting entertainment where it's like, you ain't even gotta pay are you paying to entertain people, or are you like, how would that be, I guess, worded out on a piece of paper and stuff? Regardless, stop paying for stuff if it's like there ain't even no reason of even paying for it. Just be naturally funny and you ain't even gotta pay for that type of stuff. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And
this episode is brought to you by FX's Alien Earth, the official podcast. Each week, host Adam Rogers is joined by guests, including the show's creator, cast, and crew, in this exclusive companion podcast. They will explore story elements, deep dive into character motivations, and offer an episode-by-episode behind-the-scenes breakdown of each terrifying chapter in this new series. Search FX's Alien Earth wherever you listen to podcasts.
Want to live better?
We've got a lot of work to do.
Join Chris Hemsworth in National Geographic's new Disney Plus original series, Limitless. Live better now.
I'm diving headfirst into cutting-edge science to uncover 3 powerful secrets to living better right now. The growth that occurs through any challenging experience is really what we seek.
Chris Hemsworth stars in Limitless. Live better now. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
It's showtime.
peace.